My name is Laetisha Scanlan and I graduated from Haileybury College in 2007. So I compete in a sport called clay target shooting, and I have been lucky enough to go to 3 Commonwealth Games and bring home 3 gold medals. I'm also a 2-time Olympic finalist, having just come back from Tokyo and finished 4th. When I look back at my time at Haileybury and the sports that I did, it's funny because I think about, I'm in an individual sport now, so the team sports really stand out because it's something that I don't get to experience anymore. Having that kind of companionship and that competitiveness and sharing it with your team, I think is really special. So when I look back at school sport, I think about, my teammates and just having that really nice kind of bond and relationship. So I started clay target shooting through my dad. He introduced me to the sport when I was 15 years old, and it was just a really nice bonding experience between myself and him. And I can't thank him enough. He's my number one fan. And yeah, if it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be where I am today. So I don't think people realize how quick the targets are going in clay target shooting. They fly around 100 k's per hour. And it's just such a great sport in terms of the diversity that we have within it. So, you know, we've got such a longevity in this sport. You're not restricted by age. So when I was at the Olympics, I was competing against 18-year-olds and 15-year-olds. So I think that's pretty cool. A lesson that I did learn during school sport is there may be people that are faster than you, can jump higher than you, are more skilled with you, but that shouldn't devalue your performance. So I think really focusing on yourself and what you can do to be the best version of yourself is a lesson that I learned, and just kind of, ignoring the naysayers and just focusing on you and how you can be better as an individual and an athlete. So when I think about clay target shooting, I think about people like Russell Mark and Michael Diamond that really paved the way for clay target shooting within Australia and put it on the map. When I think about, on a more global scale, strong, independent women in their sport like Serena Williams, I look up to people like that just kind of changed the sport because of how good they were and the achievements that they've done in their own individual sport. I got into clay target shooting knowing that it was a male dominated sport, and I kind of wanted to change that perception. And I hope that people can see me do it, at the Olympics and be like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. So I didn't have superstitions when I was at school, but I think they've progressively started to come in. And one of the main ones is wherever I go on a competition, whatever I eat the day that I arrive is the breakfast that I have to eat the whole entire time. One bit of advice that I'd give a current student athlete is that you actually learn more from your failed competitions than you do for your wins. So after I finished in Tokyo, I had a really deep and meaningful conversation with my coach, and he said, you may have lost the event, but don't lose the lesson and the experience. So I think that's really important to look forward.